Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deep. She stood me up.
I got it. Because evolve, everybody. I am Dracula.
I want to suck your blood.
Hello. He says things with V's.
It's okay, Vonta.
Don't worry about Vivit.
Gonna be continuing with the trial. Miu's dead. I don't know who did it yet, but there's a few prime suspects.
I'm very excited.
V-Voo. I don't think there's that many V's.
Killed by toilet paper. It was fitting end for her.
That's rude.
Wow.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
Well, you're the one who had to take pictures of her crap. You should understand better than anyone.
I forgot about that.
Miu was killed near the chapel. Why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Because the murder weapons can travel through the walls.
Maybe the culprit tried to
How would you throw it that far, though? Because it'd have to
Gonta
get...
could.
Huh?
Gonta could.
No, he couldn't. Same strength as everyone else.
Oh, yeah. I always forget.
But maybe that could be the user error we saw. That was another thought I had.
True.
So, I don't know.
That user error could mean anything, man.
I know. I'm still thinking it has to do with the cords being messed up, though.
That seems the most logical.
If the culprit meant to get rid of the evidence, they did a poopy job of it. There was a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
River.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Construction.
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No?
It was Miu who brought
The
it.
culprit would bring a hammer.
Wait, we already know who brought that hammer.
Miu.
Wait, what? Explain this to me once we're not in
Because
the
she made it so that only the hammer would be the only weapon left.
Miu was the one who brought the hammer.
She needed it for something that we don't know yet.
Well, it sounds like she wanted to stop Kokichi.
Miu bring
That's how it sounds, yeah, because she has the special ability if she touches him,
To freeze him.
that he'll be paralyzed.
Right.
Wouldn't that paralyze him in real life?
I don't think it's like, oh, I've severed your neck. I think it's more like
I don't know, that depends how she does it.
just freezing the avatar. I assume it's just like, touch, frozen, you can't move. You know?
Wouldn't that be really funny if she did get away with it, though, and Kokichi just becomes a cripple in real life?
It was probably more to keep him trapped in here.
I'm on board.
I mean, but...
I wish she succeeded. Assuming that's what she was doing.
What she told us?
I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that can be used as weapons. It's always that face we have in our memories.
I know. It's rememberable.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Miu must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why she do that?
For funsies. Mia brought the hammer for sure, but what does she need it for?
It's not like you can break anything with it.
We need to make that clear. I love these games.
I know, they're fun. What would she use it for? What do we got? Miu and Kokichi's
Well, let's consider
Miu brought
the
the hammer.
objects she had with her. Maybe she planned to destroy the cell phone once she was done with it.
You can't break it.
That's true, I just thought of that.
What is the lattice?
I think that could be the boat, maybe, to go back and forth.
Maybe, but if she can go through the wall, she doesn't need to use a boat.
Well, maybe she didn't use it. Maybe it was someone else who used it to get to her.
Maybe. We'll just go through
Nothing
this
to do
sea.
with it.
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Can't break it.
Nope.
Uses for a hammer. Gonta, no! Miu gonna build stuff with hammer! She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone. And
Map of the mansion?
Let's hear what they say first.
Yeah, sorry.
tried to kill them with it.
You idiot, she was the victim!
It's interesting we can disagree with she was the victim.
Yeah, I don't know if she was the victim, honestly. She sounded like she had something planned herself.
Right, she might have been a culprit on her own.
Let's assume that Miu
Miu
brought
was the
hammer.
victim.
Okay, well, her plan was to freeze
What was she trying
Kokichi.
to
We know
do
that
with
for
it?
sure. I would think kill Kokichi, right?
Or she secretly met up with someone.
Oh,
And
we just
tried
agree
to
with
kill
that.
them with it.
With Miu and Kokichi's meeting.
You idiot,
Oh,
she was the
yeah.
victim!
Come on, guys. Do better. You should know that.
I was busy in my own head when that line came
No,
on.
I didn't know it either.
Gonna build stuff with hammer.
Why do you guys hate Gonta? Meanwhile, he's like, he built stuff with hammer.
Yes, maybe she could.
If she wanted to... Oh, my God.
What?
I can fight
Mew's
that
gonna
man.
meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Could you? No, I don't think you could.
Fight a knife.
Even then, like, good luck.
Yeah,
He probably has like 5 layers of cowhide on him.
probably.
With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
To
Why?
do what? You never said that.
What? Is that true?
Why?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Miu called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kill you dead.
Kokichi already figured it out, so she was planning to.
Confess her love for Kokichi.
She was going to confess her love for Kokichi and use the hammer if he turned her down. Confessions on the rooftop or under a tree are stereotypical, but I admire them. But I think the situation may have been a bit different.
What?
Smokey, my girl, you're supposed to help me out.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, well, probably to kill her, right?
I screwed up. They think I'm a fraud.
Oh yeah, make sure you read that line. We've seen it 1,000 times.
Shut up.
That's it.
Sorry, that was more sassy than I meant it to be.
Yeah, like, come on, man. It's
She
a funny
was
line.
trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep.
Why is that hard to
She wanted
believe?
To meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Mew's plan, huh? I'm sure if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. This is kind of like that grape house and strawberry house thing, though.
What do you mean?
One person had a plan to kill and the other thwarted it. Now we just need to figure out who the other is. Like with
Okay.
Gundam and Nekamaru, or excuse me, Mechamaru.
So yeah, why wasn't she able to kill Kokichi? Kokichi said he couldn't get up on the roof because it was locked. Kibo was the only other one who knew about their meeting.
Yet Kaido was sent to the roof. Why would Kaido? But he was soon taken out of it too.
Was it Mew or was it Kokichi that wanted Kaito on the roof?
Well, we don't know. Depends who said what.
I guess so. Either way, Mew's probably the one who sent him away with that cell phone.
Yeah.
So
I
she
don't-
probably just wanted to get him out of there, and so weird.
I think the things we know she had for sure are the phone and the hammer.
Right.
But that board is a whole nother thing.
So I guess we don't know she had the phone.
But she also did have, like, she's the only one who could have had the phone. 'Cause
Ooh,
she
I got
made
2. Kokichi.
Freeze Kokichi. Nope.
Who tried to kill Kokichi?
Oh.
Mew.
Okay.
Duh.
These are always so much simpler than I think they are.
But they start off simple and then they get like, okay, now I see.
Right. I like this background, by the way.
I know, it's very,
I'd like to drive in a desert, honestly. It looks nice.
what's the word? It's not retro. The stuff you always see the like synthetic music with this background.
Vaporwave?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Well, who tried to kill Kokichi, I wonder? Mew?
Just not gonna move.
Yep.
Bye, Mew. Punk.
We picking up them hoes.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, guys. That was so sexist.
I mean, the hoes can be bros too. Like, it don't matter.
True, true.
Okay, what's it say, Ethan? Oops.
Mew. Who's Mew? Kill, okay?
Who is she?
Who's Mew kill, okay?
Oops. I'm too busy reading it, not hitting the stuff.
Mew trying? Who was Mew? Why was Mew? Where was Mew trying to kill Kokichi? I got it, guys.
You just keep trying the most random stuff until it's obvious.
Yeah. El Rooftopio. Put Google Translate on screen so they know what I
Why
said.
the rooftop? Just because it has a lock, I guess?
She could have locked it, then used the toilet paper to get down. Then no one would be able to get him from up there.
The virtual world.
world.
The afterlife. What?
I like how we had to slow down, like, hold on.
Because I was looking for the rooftop, and I'm like, none of them say rooftop. None of them say rooftop.
Maybe, I guess if we never left the simulation, maybe the body discovery announcement would never play. So if she gets rid of the biggest troublemaker and then says, here, I have a perfect world, guys.
Maybe. Maybe.
Watai san okay.
Why was there a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? She probably... No, how would she have put it there?
She was the last one to enter the simulation.
Why was a bottle of poison?
Mew planted it to frame him, maybe.
To make us think she died in the real world?
Maybe...
To divert attention.
Okay.
Okay.
This gave us more questions than answers.
A little bit. But who put it there?
I'm
Because only
guessing.
Kaito was outside of the simulation at the time, unless Kokichi planted it as he went in.
But remember, Mew was the last person to enter the simulation.
True.
So she could have easily put it over there while he was conked out and then gone back and entered.
True, she was the last to enter.
So
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
Okay.
She did that too?
Really not a very good murder plan, honestly.
it was Mew.
Mew was the one who put that poison
But there might be
bottle
more
there?
to it.
She should be able to invent a better plan than this, though.
Yeah.
That ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Yeah, this could all just be misdirection too.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I don't know.
Log in, log out record.
You have put the poison there.
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
No.
Nope.
I think you're right, and she did it.
He missed all those.
Stop talking to me. I don't need to hear
Weren't
it.
you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Disagree.
Argue with that, yeah.
And who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Ooh.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet.
No, it wasn't me, guys.
The poison is planted evidence. The question is when it was planted.
Well, we just gotta argue with that log in, log out thing.
Yeah.
When
Is this the live music again?
Without us noticing.
I think so.
And then what?
Okay.
She logged back in?
Oh, I don't want to think about the lies.
I don't care if we do or don't.
Darn it! Whatever, we'll just get the actual one.
Yeah.
She could have. Yeah!
That's wrong.
But why she do that though?
It was Mew who planted
I mean,
the poison
if I were to
in
pick someone to
Kokichi's
kill-
chair.
Kokichi's a pretty good target.
I'd pick Shuichi.
That's true, too. But I probably wouldn't try to kill in this situation, so...
True.
Because my thought process is, I kill the bad guys. But if I get away with the killing, then I'm killing everyone and I'd be a bad guy, so it's like...
Unless,
She
again,
had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
maybe Mew wasn't trying to kill Kokichi per se. If she was able to freeze him and keep him on the roof frozen, and then they log out and they unplug his headset being like, oh my god, he's dead, oh my god, he's dead. Wouldn't whoever unplugs the headset kill him?
That could make sense.
So the question is, who was she trying to
Yeah,
frame?
why would she really need to be able to freeze him? Or was that just kind of a bonus weapon for her to use?
I feel like she might not have been trying to kill the guy.
Maybe not, but what was her goal? We need to figure that out. Like, why would she want to kill him? Maybe if there was the secret to the outside world hidden in here, I mean, she probably would have seen it if it was hidden in there the whole time.
Well, she would have just found it in the code, I would think.
Right. So maybe if the secret to the outside world is the motive, like we theorized, maybe she was given a motive to kill? I don't know.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right.
Did he forget about it?
Mew was the last
I don't think he ever knew.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last,
Kaito, you're so
she
stupid.
would have had time
I
to
know.
move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world.
You're a little too, like, on the beat with it this time, Kokichi, which
I
makes
don't-
me question you a little bit, you know?
I don't think this is quite right.
I don't-
I think she did do all this, but it's not for the reasons we think.
Right, I'm suspicious.
Then pin the crime on Kaito,
Well, that's not my fault.
which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did Mew log Kaito out? I didn't even
the
think
toilet
about
paper.
this. Toilet paper. It's all the toilet paper. There you go.
You
cell
didn't
phone.
think about what?
This
I
is
didn't think
it.
about her framing Kaito like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Kaito Momota.
Bye.
Logged out just as I thought.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
Right.
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
Was it for murder, though?
She really was planning a murder.
All it does is log someone out. I don't know.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Why isn't Kaito being like, no, I believe in her?
Because he doesn't.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting.
True.
Dang.
Don't
Burn.
you agree, Monokuma?
Bro doesn't care right now.
Do I? I don't know about that.
Hold on. This has to... Could this have something to do with the key card?
What, his attitude?
Yeah. Could the key card be like the key to going to where Monokuma's at? Or something like that? Like where the factory that makes the dolls are?
Maybe. Why would Monokuma give that to anyone?
I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if it's related.
My only theory is a reason Monokuma might be sad. Maybe no one found his secret to the outside world.
Oh.
Maybe
because no one's using the motives.
Maybe he's just not... He doesn't seem interested in this trial, and why wouldn't he be interested in this trial? Maybe because it's really not like how it seems. You know? Maybe... how do you even put this into words? You know what I mean? Like, maybe no one killed anyone, that sort of thing, you know? Like, maybe she tripped and fell and died. And it's just like,
yeah, that's true.
Maybe he's just bored because he's like, this trial sucks.
Huh.
I don't know.
Tripped and fell and died.
Or it could just be a bit. But there could be some clues to derive from this. So.
Right.
Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah.
Probably when he gets to kill one of us.
All the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
Oh no.
My head. I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
He's just like, you for real, Ethan.
I've been there, bro.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you think so.
What you mean?
Yeah, why?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know? She would have been able to lie about
We
the
haven't found the
virtual world
culprit of
settings
this
as
one
much
yet
as she
either, though.
wanted.
Yeah.
And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
Then the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
You guys are only whining because you haven't been to the virtual world yet. Once you go, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so freaking awesome. I know you guys will love it.
It's awesome.
And then you're gonna fall in love with me for showing it to you guys. So let's just dive in, okay? We'll do it together. I miss you, baby girl.
I'm scared.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
No, I don't think that's right.
I don't know.
If I'm gonna pull a Kaido and just say my gut says no.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
I just don't see why she would kill Kokichi. We haven't figured out why she would yet, you know?
Out of everyone, yeah.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend.
What did she say? Oh!
Yeah.
See? That's an ideal fun situation. Now we can start a real class trial.
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
There you go. You're
He
onto
does.
something.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
You sound a lot like him.
We're dressed like
No,
him.
You're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Guys, can we get to the matter at hand a little bit, though?
I'm interested in this.
You're calling you a coward. Aren't you gonna do something?
Bro does not care.
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right?
That's right.
There, I did it.
I love him like this.
Is it cuz Kokichi's stolen his thunder?
To their former fame.
Maybe. That could be it. Maybe Kokichi's just taking over.
Yeah.
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
It's worked before. It can reveal some truths.
I don't need your permission.
How long
guess.
are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die. You know that?
Oh,
Really?
You're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Right.
Yeah, that tracks.
Here's my answer. I never met up with Miu.
Because the door was locked.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You
Doesn't
work
haven't
like
been
that.
able to
Yeah.
open it
Oh, but
easy.
the keyhole was on the same side as the lock.
Right.
I
Got
couldn't
it.
pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either.
Why can't you do it with your avatar body?
Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I remember. You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
What'd you find?
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
That's right, she did go up there.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
So,
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
okay. Pause. Thank you. So, do you think the toilet paper could have actually been a rope to climb up and down from the roof?
That makes sense.
Because that would explain how you can
And
get
they would
up
tie
and
it around the binoculars. And that's why it was on the same side as the binoculars.
didn't even think about that, and it makes so much sense.
It does make sense.
Yep. And who was over there? I don't know. Who was doing it? I don't know. It was Gonta.
Gonta, okay.
Gonta
Yeah,
was
I was
doing
like, I think he's referring to Gonta.
I think so too.
That tracks. That tracks.
I mean, yeah.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
That was the most awkward pause ever.
He's thinking.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell.
That's exactly how I would be. I would like say something I was so confident in, and someone would say the most obvious thing ever, and I'd be like,
yeah.
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death.
right.
Truth? There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Like, what did the big slam on the chapel come from?
What was the
Wow,
board for?
Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Miu sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
How do we know she ever made it to the roof?
I don't know. I'm usually so confident what happened in these, and now I don't know.
Really? This is the one you're tripped up on?
A little bit.
I feel like some of the others were like more confusing, or at least the last one.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
You haven't found your crazy board theory to go with yet.
I know. I'll find it. Well, I did, but it's a toilet paper theory. Where you can walk through the wall with it.
So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
Because she could have just gone through the wall. She didn't need to stood you up. This was her covering her tracks, by the way.
Right.
So, okay. Hold on, I found my footing. So when she crossed the boundary, that has to have been when Tsumugi saw her.
Right.
And then, right after that, we heard the banging.
10 minutes after that.
Was it 10 minutes, like exactly?
I think it was 10 minutes, she said, yeah.
So, again, this just makes me think Gonta more, because he was like right outside the door, probably wrapping up when we were done.
It does make Kibo, Himiko, and Maki all seem safe.
Yeah.
Because they would have had no way to get to her, but we don't know if she was killed on which side yet. So, I guess we don't know.
She was killed on our side.
What if she was hung by the toilet paper?
Either that, choked with it, and then somehow thrown through the wall.
I mean, yeah, if someone...
That's what that bang against the shed was, or the chapel. They... I got it! Because the mansion has a sloped roof.
You think they slid her off?
I think they slid her off, and then that's how she got to the other side. And I think it was Gonta, because he was right next to that toilet paper. You could have hoisted... That's why the door was locked. So no one would interrupt the process.
Okay, but why would Gonta do it?
I think his memory got all fuzzed up, or Kokichi manipulated him. I don't know, but that's what I'm going for. That's it. Her body was slid off and went through the wall, slammed against the floor or the chapel or whatever, and that toilet paper is how... Whoever. We don't have to say Gonta, but that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, can I pull up the map? Because, yeah, if she was slid off the roof, I think that does make sense.
Right.
So, yeah, it's not a very far distance she would have had to go.
Well, no, if...
Just to, like, land on the other side, assuming
if
the map setup is how we think it
is.
is.
Left of the tan is the slope, and that was 4 stories up. That slope is on the 3rd one.
Right.
So that's plenty of room.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
But then who did do it? Because Gonta makes sense.
Gonta does make sense.
But
I just don't know how you would get Gonta to do it. Tsumugi kind of makes sense, but the reason why Tsumugi doesn't make sense is because Tsumugi wouldn't have admitted seeing Miu on our side.
Right,
you know?
This whole theory pretty much banks off Miu crossing over and Tsumugi seeing her.
Right. So Miu comes over to meet up. The only people who know about it are Kibo. But if Kibo knew about it, he wouldn't admit it if he was the killer, you know?
Well, Kibo, Maki, and Himiko, they can't cross.
Right.
There's no way for them to go over.
But yeah, I'm assuming it makes sense.
So it has to be...
I think she probably was killed on our side.
Literally, that only leaves Kaido, or not Kaido, because Kaido's probably logged out by now. Because as soon as she crosses over, Kaido's going to be booted out.
Yeah, let's look at the log.
So that would only
The time of death was 6:30. Yeah.
So that's literally only Kokichi or Gonta.
And then Kaito was out at 5:17. So yeah, Kaito couldn't have done it.
Right. So literally it's only Kokichi or Gonta.
Or Tsumugi, but
again, why would Tsumugi say she saw...
It'd be very hard for Tsumugi to do it.
Why?
Well, for one, she'd have to like either go outside or go on the roof.
Which Gonta probably would have saw her.
Right.
Especially if she's climbing up the side of the building.
And also, if Tsumugi did it, she wouldn't have said, like, oh, I saw Miu outside, by the way.
Right.
A loud sound as though something hit the chapel.
Right. A sloped thing flying into it.
And what about the... Oh, I get it. They didn't just...
They put her
They
body
put her on the sled thing, basically. They used it as a sled so she would slide faster. On the sloped roof.
Oh, so she could have more momentum to hit it.
Yeah, and then the hammer is to kill Kokichi. I think that's it. I think they slid her like a sled.
It literally has to be Gonta. Because Gonta was looking around outside this whole time, right?
He was, yeah.
And if Kokichi was doing something... Okay, let's say Gonta completely lost his memories of it once he left the simulation. There was a lot of time we were in the simulation that he could have pointed out. He saw Kokichi scaling the wall.
Right.
So literally, I mean, convince me it's not Gonta at this point.
I just want to know how Kokichi would have gotten Gonta, because that adds up. That really does.
It does, yeah.
That makes like perfect sense, actually.
God, I figured it all out.
But
yeah, but why would Gonta kill?
Yeah, that's the only part I don't get yet.
But it makes sense, unless...
But I like the sled theory a lot. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I think so. And it makes sense how Tsumugi saw Miu and how Miu came over and how she ended up on the other side, where the banging came from. Literally everything has fallen into place.
Mm-hmm. And the sled thing was found on that roof, so...
Yeah, it was in that little closet beforehand, so...
Right.
It's true. First we need to determine if Miu was actually there or not. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all? It does kind of suck having figured it all out, though, this early.
Assuming we're right.
I think we are.
Okay, let's see.
Miu was waiting for me to arrive.
Okay.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Miu should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
Okay.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
First glance, it seems as if it's impossible for Miu to go to the mansion.
We have evidence that disproves that.
But yeah, there's evidence that shows it was possible.
Miu was waiting for...
Is it this loud noise thing?
There was no bridge over the river.
Right.
A bridge would be the only way to...
Wrong. No.
Yeah, there's gotta be something else that talks about...
I thought that using that signboard as a bridge was the only way to cross the river. So what does that mean?
Oops.
I was wrong.
I don't know. I wish I could explain it to you in person.
Let me look at the points.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop
we
of the
have...
mansion.
What's Smoogie's account? Oh, yeah, this. We saw her on our
okay.
side.
There we go.
Miu should have been at
She
the
wasn't. I got this. Oh, that was
Oh, you
weird.
missed it for a minute.
I did too. I was like, I hit it though.
I think you did, but it moved into the bullet.
There we go.
Easy.
Miu must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Why didn't she say anything? Is she even awake? Like, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. In the dining room, I saw Miu pass by the window.
Okay.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first, since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Miu.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
The wall.
Must have been some special method only Miu knew, like with that cell phone.
And I can explain it.
Yeah, we know
There's
it.
no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge.
The world is a cylinder and she is the wall crosser.
If a murder
Yeah.
occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
Walk through the wall.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret
Oh!
method for a reason.
Oh, what?
I know why Gonta killed Miu.
Why?
Because he thought he was Kokichi's bodyguard. Because
Okay,
Kokichi said that. He said, I guess Gonta will be my bodyguard then.
That makes sense.
So, Gonta, being as dumb as he is.
Gyu?
Yeah, I was trying to say Miu and Gonta at the same time.
Their child, Gyu.
That's probably, I mean, I could see Gonta...
Especially if his like brain was all fuzzy and stuff, he probably went into autopilot like must protect Kokichi.
Well, we know his brain was fuzzy because he was acting really weird.
He was acting weird, and we attribute it to him just being stupid, but he's probably actually messed up.
And it's, but you know what?
Huh.
I still think Kokichi orchestrated the whole thing.
Well, duh.
Because he must have known Miu wanted to kill him.
I mean, yeah, Kokichi can see through any lie, really.
So that probably was what happened. Maybe somehow he manipulated Gonta.
To like protect him and kill Miu.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Gonta also thought no damage could occur to the avatars. So maybe, because he's stupid, so he probably never understood the implications of it all.
If I sled her off the roof, she'll be fine.
It probably was that. It was probably like, oh, I just put her to sleep and then sent her back home.
Why would he try to strangle her with toilet paper if he doesn't even realize that's how it works?
His strength is gone. His hands probably wouldn't do the job if everyone's of the same strength.
Yeah, but he thought the toilet paper would break. That's my only but about it so
when
far.
When did he think that?
When we were saying, remember we just argued with him like 10 minutes ago.
Well, yeah, we argued with him, the possible killer, about a way he could have killed.
But Gonta's so nice.
Nah, that's what we think.
Yeah, that is what I think. I thought he was.
No worries, guys.
Sorry for the spoilers,
as long as
guys.
we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
I do think we have a lot of this figured out, though.
I do too. What?
What? Why me?
Saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
Yeah.
That's all Kokichi wants to see.
Trials for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
Guys, I'm calling in sick. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I mean, talk me up some more, baby girl. Dang.
Crush is pretty obvious.
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now, I need to focus on the case. I need to focus into. I've been thinking only about ways to prove what I've said already and not what's going on.
Right.
I'm positive that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion.
Wall!
Yeah. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was.
I know already.
Hangman's Gambit or Talkie Time.
It's always non-stop debate. The wall. It's the wall. Wall added by me is so easy.
Like, we're gonna get this first try. Watch, guys.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
There you go.
Why'd she say that weird?
Instead of bridge,
I don't know.
Instead of bridge?
you use some kind of vehicle to go over.
No, vehicles aren't real.
Or maybe she teleported with magic.
Nope, didn't
We
teleport.
know you can't do that.
No
Or
warps.
she used a warp zone.
No warps.
Nope.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
Yeah.
A hidden route that only Mew
There
could
you go.
use to get
There we
across.
go.
Do it right now. We can prove
I
it.
suppose it is possible
Oh.
she used that to
I like
change
to hear the
places.
whole thing.
Man,
That's fine.
you guys are way off.
Huh?
Man, you
Or
guys are
maybe
way
I'm
up.
just pulling your legs.
Okay, Kokichi.
There you go, right
Only
here.
Mew could use.
Boop.
Gage. Come
I
on.
suppose it is.
Come on, Gage.
Okay, so
You gotta hit a letter. There you go.
I agree.
that should work the first time, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, she
That's
added a
it,
wall.
Keeble. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
I was just being /J, bro.
/J. He would be the type to use those.
But, we'll go more into this in the next episode, everybody.
/SRS.
/SRS we will. Thank you for watching. Sorry we figured the whole thing out already.
Yeah, I
but-
genuinely think we have. The only thing I don't know is the why.
Are there any clues we have that we can't explain, really?
No.
The loud noise was her slamming into the building.
Or just the ground, if she's on that wooden plank.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
No. Log in, log out. Yep.
We can explain this. What was this? Map of the mansion, map of the world. Yep. Signboard.
That was just...
That's just kind of to prove the...
it was an alibi.
The world's circle. Hammer. Cell phone.
Yep.
I feel like we kind of know all these things already. What we don't know that I'm not sure about is this stuff.
What?
Mew being able to freeze.
Kokichi?
Yeah.
I think it was just to either kill him more easily, or maybe she didn't want to kill him and wanted someone else to kill him by unplugging him when he was still technically in there.
Well, it seems like we're figuring out a lot of stuff pretty early. I just wonder if there's another avenue we're not thinking about. Like it's set up or something. Especially the
that's
user
what we don't
error
know.
is super sketchy to me, you know?
Yeah, that's what I really want to figure out.
That's because I feel like it's going to take you down this path of thinking exactly what we're thinking. And it's going to be like, you fell right into my trap, you know?
Okay, I guess it is a simulation, so we don't know what could go wrong.
Anything could go wrong.
Monotaro said you can't warp or teleport. Well, what if someone just did anyways? You know, what if that's an error that could have occurred? I don't think that is what happened, but still.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, I don't really think so, but yeah.
There's a lot of room for it to go wrong.
And a user error could mean a lot of things. an avatar user, or that could just be, again, like what you said, like Gonta's all confused because he has his things mixed up.
That's what I would guess.
That's like just the most sensible explanation, I think. If we actually have the whole thing figured out right now, I'm going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think we do. I think we're just really smart. So, you guys, you can just skip the rest of the trial episodes. Just go to the last one. Maybe
All
watch
these
the
ones get the
execution.
most views.
I know, they do get the most views. Except for the third trials, because no one likes the third trial.
If this trial goes the way I think it was, I'll still have preferred the third. I liked the third. I don't know what all the fuss was about with it.
Just because it ruined Korikyo a lot, I think. And also, my problem with the third trial, it set up so many cool things, dude. It set up someone was gonna get resurrected. That would have been the coolest thing ever. It set up, what else did it set up? Like a cool, like, dual murder. It set up ghosts. Ghosts could have been cool. Like, I don't know. It set up a lot of things that could have been really cool avenues. And then it was just, Korikyo hit her with a plank. And then he stabbed her. And then he did it again with a different girl.
There's a theme with motives going unused. Because, okay.
The second trials was used.
But was it? One of the 16 motives were used.
I mean, that's all you need for the motive to be used.
No, but originally the plan was supposed to be we all get our video. So there's still all those videos and all that information out there.
I guess.
For the first one, I mean, maybe, okay, we'll say the motive, it was technically don't die by midnight. But I think it was actually, like, our motive was to figure out what was in that library. It was to find the mastermind. So that went unused. 15, I mean, like, I guess less than that. Other videos went unused.
Mm-hmm.
The Necronomicon went unused. And now this mysterious key card that does God knows what.
Or the secret to the outside world, apparently.
I mean...
Possibly.
Unless that, like, avatar error does have something to do with someone getting it. Assumably Gonta, if he is the killer.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's also unused. So I wonder if we're getting all these motives that we don't actually go through with. And then at the end, it's all at once. I mean, maybe we do bring someone back. And then maybe we do learn our past. And then maybe we do find the secret of the outside world.
I really hope we bring someone back. That would be so cool to me.
I think there's no way you'd introduce something like that then not do it. Maybe at the beginning, so you forget about it, but later they tie it back.
I hope so, because I want to see someone get brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I mean, Kokichi himself said he didn't get to use the card key, and we just assumed he was lying, but maybe not. I don't know. I think he probably still was, but there's the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in next time, even though we already figured the whole thing out. Just kidding. Viewers probably smirking at us like, no, you didn't, you dummy.
And if you say so.
No.
I'm confident in my theories.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Goodbye.
Toodles.
Welcome back to RatAttack, everybody. Today we are real. We're real people, real live action. We're going to be doing a Q&A.
I was just copying your movements.
You never have anything to say.
I have a lot of stuff to say.
Not in the live action ones. You're always just here like...
I don't know what to do.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Anyways, I did a community post. I'm going to be answering the questions on there. I just lost it. The first question we're going to be answering is...
Okay.
I figured this would be a great one to start with.
Okay, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. First, I gotta get this right.
All right, this is like when couples ask like, so when's our anniversary, babe? You know, the question is, how and when did you two first meet?
Oh, that's hard. I don't really remember.
Actually? I was joking about the previous comment, but now I'm kind of being honest. I'll say it from my perspective first.
No, let me say it, because I might be wrong. I might have the wrong date.
Okay.
Because I have such a terrible memory from stuff when I was like, and this was 6th grade, I know that.
Okay, yep, we met in 6th grade, because I moved to this place. I
remember our first interaction being, we were in our 6th grade class. I won't say the teacher's name, because I can't. But it was the reading and comprehension, whatever one.
Okay.
And she had this game that was like a beach ball. And on the beach ball, there were a ton of different questions written.
Right, so like how a beach ball has like a bunch of different colors.
Right,
every color had a question written on it.
So when your forefinger, I think,
Yeah, it was either that or the middle finger, one of them.
Well, when one of them landed in the color, you'd answer the question on there.
Yeah, so you're like throwing it to each other, and when you catch it, you answer the question on that finger pretty much.
Right, so it might be like, what's a place you visited before that's out of the country? Have you ever left the country? Yada, yada, yada,
It was
yada.
like one of the first few days of school.
So I didn't have my glasses back then and didn't really realize I needed them.
Yep.
So I saw a Gage beforehand, and I thought his name tag said George.
Because you're supposed to say the name of the person you're throwing the ball to. It's a way to get to know each other pretty much, each other's names, and also a little fun fact about them.
So I just like look him dead in the eye and I'm like, George.
And then he throws it right at me, and I like.
He was like one of the last people standing too.
I catch it, and then it was like a sitcom moment because everyone's like, Ethan, his name's Gage.
Well, I only saw like G and E on his name tag, so I thought it was George. I just filled it in there.
This had to be like probably the first day then, if we were wearing like name stickers.
Yeah.
Like first or second.
It has to have been.
Because then it was after that we just kind of started talking because we had really similar interests. And we also had a bunch of, I mean, we were in the same class, like, because this was kind of a weird school. You have one class in the evening that's like English based, and one in the evening that's like math and science based.
You said evening twice, but he meant morning and evening.
The first half of the day is English.
It was AM and PM.
And because we had a lot of the same interests, which were mainly YouTube and games, ironically, we play games on YouTube now.
Not much has changed.
So, yeah. And that's another point too, because we had like a pretty big friend group back then. I mean, we just happened to get along and stuff. But over the years, a lot of our friends like changed. Like some became like kind of more jocks, you know, got into sports and stuff. Some got into drugs and other things.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore there.
Everyone's split off into different directions, and even by like senior year in high school, me and Ethan were pretty much the exact same people. Just like, I like games, I like YouTube, and the only interest we gained that we both shared after that was like somewhere in middle school or something. We both started to like anime too, which now we play anime games on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, when you put it like that, we have not grown much.
No, yeah, we haven't changed at all. We're pretty much just 6th graders in bigger bodies. Okay, our camera's shut off, but continuing where we left off. Why are we friends again?
I don't know.
Anyway, I do remember one big part of it too was when we first met. I mean, all throughout school and stuff, we usually had at least one class together, or like lunch period together, or our free period we'd go and hang out, or like recess or whatever. But we usually had something where we saw each other at school anyway. But when we really started hanging out a lot was like halfway through 6th grade. Like it was like Christmas time, because I got an Xbox One, and then like every day we were playing games together after that.
Oh, yeah.
All the time for
Minecraft, GTA. GTA was a huge one.
And like every other game imaginable, Dying Light. We only really became best friends, if we can even be called that. Best friend. That was probably like 2 or 3 years after we met.
I would say as soon as it hit about 9th grade, we were pretty much there, if not completely there.
Yeah.
Because by then, I mean, that
would be 3 years.
Right.
6, 7.
But pretty much by then, I think 8th grade is when it started growing a lot. And then 9th grade is when it was what it was.
Well, I remember one night we were just having this conversation. I think we were playing like Minecraft on like the Xbox One like usual. And like we were playing with our other friends, but then they went to bed or like left or something. And so you and I just had this, I don't know if you remember this, we had this long conversation for like an hour or two about just kind of our lives. Like you told me a lot of stuff about you and like your family.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I kind of opened up about me too. And I remember just having this revelation of like, I didn't realize someone else could think the same way as I do, you know? And then
a couple of loonies escaped from the asylum and managed to find each other and connect.
Something like that. So I hope that answers the question. How did you guys meet? How
have we made it work?
Honestly, I don't know. Some people just click. We're usually just on the same page with each other, you know?
It's just nice though. You know what I mean? Like flat out.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, okay. But I mean like flat out, it's just nice to like, because I could tell him anything and I would not worry about like a lot of the same feelings of like shame or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Stop doing a bit. This is for real.
Oh.
But like you wouldn't worry about a lot of the same like feelings of shame and stuff. Like, I could go and tell him, like, oh, hey, I just murdered a family of 4, and he's gonna be like, well, you shouldn't do that. And then
Bad Ethan.
probably turn me in, because that would make sense, but
Really depends.
really depends, yeah.
Don't do that though, and I'll never have the moral dilemma.
Well, I got some news for you.
Please and thank you. I think we didn't zoom in the camera this time. I think we were zoomed in a little bit.
Oh, okay, we'll zoom in just now.
There we go, guys.
But
Hope your immersion isn't broken in this wonderful Q&A we're making.
That's pretty much that, though. We're good
that's
friends.
that question.
It's worked since 6th grade, and it's continued to work, so